us get started. Welcome to my air signs. Last and certainly not least for today's lives. Welcome my Geminis and Libras and Aquarians. I'm so glad that you could tune in whenever you're tuning in. We're here to tap into the energy of our new moon in Virgo. It is Virgo season. Happy birthday, Virgos. If you have a Virgo in your life, love them, hug them, thank them for everything they do because they do a lot behind the scenes and it's a thankless job. I see you, Virgos. I get it. I got a Virgo moon. So, Virgo new moon for my air signs. Let's talk about it. I love our new moons because we're really tapping into the current energy of the season, of the astrology sign season that we're in. And it's so important for us to not only tap into the signs, our own astrological structure and what makes up us, but also each other, and also just what we're currently in. So then we can learn from our energy, from the other energy, and benefit from all the energy to become well-rounded, balanced people. Isn't that the point? So let's talk about what we're doing today. So today I pulled our 3 major arcana cards for the energy that I wanted us to tap into and wanted us to bring to you air signs, to all my lovely peeps today. Excuse me, the talking now is making me burp. If you didn't know that, there are tapes and tapes of voice actors burping. It's a thing from talking a lot. So and always near my last videos, I start burping. Hi, Alicia. Speaking of voice actors. Okay, so the Hermit is our Virgo card. Virgo is represented by Hermit, the Hermit in the tarot. And he is all about introspection and gaining all earthly knowledge. And the lesson of the Hermit is to not let introspection become isolation, and also to make sure that we're not looking down on people for not always knowing everything that we know. So yeah, we're going to find out what the Hermit is bringing, what energy this Virgo season is bringing us through the Hermit, through what we need to look at introspectively and what we need to tap into subconsciously, or what we already know subconsciously and maybe we don't really want to look at, and the Hermit's going to help us look at that today. Next, we're going to talk to the Magician. The Magician represents Mercury, and Mercury rules Virgo. Virgo is a mutable sign, very mercurial. We're transitioning from one season to the other. It is the end of summer here in the Northern Hemisphere into fall. If you're in the South, it's spring. Oh my gosh, spring into summer? No. Winter into spring? Winter into spring. I know what I'm doing. So the Magician is going to tell us what tools we need to gather. What do we need to know about our own selves and our own inner power, or what you need to know about yourself and your own inner power in order to tap into the lesson that the Hermit's bringing you. And then we're going to talk to the Empress, and the Empress always makes me think of Virgo. Anytime I think of Virgo and tarot, I think of the Empress first, then I remember that it's the Hermit. But the Empress is like that divine feminine energy. And this season right now, Virgo into Libra has a very divine feminine quality. The energy of these signs are of the feminine. And so with the Empress too, I really want us to tap into how we're nurturing these things, how we're nurturing these subconscious things, and how we're nurturing our strengths and our tools in order to be our best selves. Because all 3 of these energies together, these 3 fine people here, are unapologetically them. They stand in their power, they stand in their truth, and they're all about just like feeling myself. Especially with the Empress, like, excuse me while I feel myself, singing Lizzo to everybody all night. Like, that's what this energy really makes you feel. Know thyself, know thy strength, feel it. Be yourself. Own that. live in that, you know, just like, and nurture it unapologetically so. So let's get going for my air signs. What is the lesson of the Hermit? Well, the fire signs got this card too, but they got it in a different position. So they got this for the Magician. So for the Hermit, you got the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is all about like your voice and telling your own story and trust. And we were talking about, I really feel like the Page of Swords especially is connected to your throat chakra. And I was looking at my throat chakra guide about it, and it's great. Power of the spoken word, true communication, creative expression in speech, writing, and the arts, integration, peace, truth, knowledge, wisdom, loyalty, honesty. It's kind of about speaking truth and also, you know, not like letting our actions back up our words, and also being honest with yourself and where you came from and who you are and where your voice is. You got to be honest with yourself first before you can be honest with other people. So, and the Page of Swords is also an air sign, usually a Gemini or Libra, usually a younger air sign. But there's so much opportunity here. So maybe you have a speaking opportunity. Maybe there's something that you know a lot about and somebody wants you to come share it. Maybe there's something that you need to write about. So the introspection here is to really help tap into your voice and what you want to say and what your story is and how you want to tell your story to the world. Okay, the Magician. Ooh, so the Magician is bringing us, so we got the Hermit brought us Page of Swords. So the Hermit wants you to find your voice. And then the Magician is, how are you going to do that? What do you need? What tools do you have that you're going to need to do that? The Star. And here's our Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is the Aquarius card. And this is all about rebirth and reconnection, especially to yourself and to your higher power. Also realizing that you are your higher power. That you have a high, yes, you probably have a higher power outside of you. I'm saying probably because no one has proof either way, but you are also a reflection of that. If we truly do have a higher power, then you are also that, and having that deep connection also to like what makes you feel you again, what is essential to who you are, and how are you connecting to that? How deeply are you connected to that? Or are you putting things that make you feel your best? Are you putting them to the side because you think that you have to have responsibility for something else? You're like, oh, well, I can't do this thing that I love that makes me feel like the best me because I have this thing over here, or I don't have the money. Like, the tools here, the Magician is telling you that like you already know what your best resource is for you. And this is all about like your voice and your story and what's happening internally for you, and how, and your connection to your intuition and who you are deep down. This is about true connection, true internal connection, and reconnecting with that. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have questions. But it's cool. I love when like the major arcana is bringing us other major arcanas. Like there's magic here with the Magician, the Star. This is magic, baby. Like it's bringing you. Alicia says wine. Wine's that thing. You know that's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, what do you think? That's what the Magician's got in his cup here. Here's a little glass of wine while he's doing his craft projects, you know. So again, there's some creativity here. I feel like there's something like there's something creatively that you're supposed to be tapping into or creating. You're supposed to be creating with your creativity. There's something that's wanting to come out and play, that's been brewing inside of you, it feels like, and it's like just you just need that permission to like speak it into existence. So let's see how we can nurture that. Like what's going to nurture that in order for you to accomplish that, to speak it into existence, to reconnect with who you are and to reconnect with your voice. Interesting. So funny. Virgo brought all air to the fire signs also. You guys have basically all air. I just pulled the Justice just flipped over, the Libra card, and then I guess this is your Gemini. So you're all all represented. You're all here. So again, it's about the answers being inside. It's about, maybe the Page of Swords is like you even need to begin a meditation practice or reconnect to your meditation practice, especially with the swords and the star and then Justice. It's like where's the imbalance here? What aren't you doing for yourself that you know is best for you, that you know is healthy for you, that would make you be your best self, that you possibly aren't doing? Hey, Clint. Oh, you guys are it says anniversary followers on here. I love you guys. So supportive. Okay, so all this air energy, like I said, like even though Virgo is earth energy, it's still the Virgo energy is still the lesson still is to how to ground in yourself for your own self and how to be your best self, how to really be in yourself. And it's y'all air signs need to like own that you're an air sign. You need to tap into it more. You need to do more research. Go deeper into your chart. There's some great apps out there that do your charts. One's called CoStar, C-O. I guess I could put it here on CoStar. And oh my god, the Sanctuary, that was the one that I can spell. That was the one that, was it Chris Pratt or somebody was going to therapy and was like, this app's stalking me. Sanctuary and what's the other one? CoStar, Time Passages. Oh, Sanctuary, The Pattern. Sorry, The Pattern is the one that he was texting about. Sanctuary. Please bear with. Sanctuary, I can spell today. Sanctuary. And Time Passages. So most of these are all free, or they're only a couple bucks. But I really recommend like going and looking at your chart more in depthly, and maybe even like starting to check your horoscope more, because it really feels like the question was, how do I most tap into who I am and feel myself? You just be yourself. This is it's like just be you. I think the last full moon you guys needed to just like even admit what you wanted to do to be yourself, and it's like now you've admitted it, so now it's like time to start like putting things into motion, taking some action, speaking truth into the universe, into creation, and then like finding this balance. The Empress, the nurturing is in the balance, and you got two major arcanas here, and it's all representing all of you. Meditation practice. I keep hearing that too. Meditation practice and just like getting to know you more. Even if you don't totally believe in astrology, I would highly recommend just to kind of like start looking into it, and whatever resonates with you, whatever is like already, it's like look at it as validation. If you're like, oh, that's me, it's like cool, validation, so be that. Do your thing, man, and get more connected to yourself, to your creativity, what's going to balance you, be more nurturing, all the things. And then King of Swords in reverse on the bottom. Yeah, meditation practice, y'all. Y'all, maybe the fire signs needed that too. I know, I gotta get back in mine. Let's see what y'all said. Can we start over? Clint, it's gonna post right after, and you can rewatch it in like 2 minutes when I'm done. Okay, sorry, we can't start over. I kind of gave you a rundown. Okay, so yeah, just excuse me while I feel myself. What's that one? Dude, the air energy during Virgo is just so, it's throwing me for, it's funny because you got Taming the Wind, and the fire signs got the wind after they got all swords, and you guys got all air signs, and now Taming the Wind. And it's in reverse, so we'll read the medicine, mystical shaman oracle, number 55, angel numbers. Okay, here, the essence. Here, the feather. A symbol that is used in clearing ceremonies for smudging, for smudging. Reminds you of the sacred commitment you made to your life. What sacred commitment did you make to your life? This is the symbol of consciously bringing the spiritual into the material, infusing the world with reverence and acknowledge of the higher planes of existence that influence and animate all life. Hello, star. That's totally what this card is. The feather is a symbolic reminder of deliberately entering into a partnership with the Great Spirit to co-create for the highest good for all. Again, like I said in the beginning, acknowledging the power within, whether you have a higher power or not. If there is a higher power and we are all reflections of that, you can be your own higher power. Not in an egotistical, narcissistic way, in a healthy way, but all the answers exist within. You guys have all the answers, literally. The medicine. It's time to clean up any misunderstandings with others. Clear the air after disagreements. Maybe that's what this Page of Swords is doing. Maybe he's coming in and with his sword, he's clearing that air. When I read that, that's exactly what I saw him doing. He was like swiping it all out of here. Clear the air after disagreements and allow others to share their side of things. You are called now to be a good listener. This is not a time to be right. It's a time for you to understand rather than be understood. Interesting. Good things come out of this restraint of tongue and pen. You will be surprised at how things get resolved when you allow for all sides to have value. Interesting, because 2 other signs got similar messages. One sign that got this card, the water signs got the Ace of Swords in reverse, that it's like it's time to find your voice, but it's like you got to make sure you really know it and are connected to it, and that it's like balanced in a healthy way, that it's going to come out in a healthy way. Getting connected to something outside of you, balancing your world. But yeah, it's interesting because then the Taming the Wind is saying, it's time to listen. But I think the Hermit, it's like time to listen to you internally. Time to shh. Everyone's getting a little bit of this, like, it's okay to go in a little bit. The Hermit energy is like, it's okay to retract a little bit. Get reconnected with who you are, who you want to be. Before you take it out into the world. It's like everything's like, be patient. Everything's going to happen in the right time. Yeah. It's all good, my friends. All right, air signs. So our new moon is on Friday. You'll start really feeling the energy a couple days before. I would love to hear what you experience, what ends up coming up for you. It's probably going to be one of those things that you're like, we'll see what happens. And then one day something crazy is going to happen. You're like, oh, Meryl was right. So yeah, this is very cool, you guys. I'm excited for you. There's some cool things on the horizon for everybody. The universe is conspiring for our highest self, even if it feels like at the time it's trying to push you down. It's not. It's trying to remove obstacles so that you can be the best you. And your voice is needed in this world. So make sure that you feel proud of it and you're connected to it and you're thinking before you speak. And that you're also listening to yourself and your heart. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support. However you're watching this, there's all kinds of links to connect with me. Please like, share, subscribe. I have a beautiful landing page. Just go look at it. It's really pretty. Where you can book private sessions with me. More things on the horizon. So you pay attention to all things mystic. And I will see you guys next full moon. So thank you so much again for being here to tune into this current energy in order to tune into yourselves. And I am here to support you as we fly through space together on this giant magical rock. All right, guys, take care. Bye.